That's so cool. All right. I think I got it all figured out. Welcome into, y'all, I was about to say, welcome into Morning Mood. It's Freestyle Thursdays for me. How are you guys doing today? Testing, testing, one, two, three. Testing, testing, ollie, ollie, oxen free. Testing, testing, one, two, three. Testing, testing, Pikachu knees. LA, are you there? LA girl, are you there? Present. Good. Y'all can hear me okay. This is Freestyle Thursdays and it is my Friday. How are you guys doing today? I'm just going to go slow and steady. Wins the race on here. Check my music. The music should be playing pretty decently in the background. Not too loud, something light. It's got a little upbeat bounce to it, so I'm cool with that. So, once again, this is my Friday. So, I'm just going to really take my time. It's going to be super, super slow, y'all. And it seems like I said, I'm always like this after hanging out with Baskethead. I think it's got something to do with me being on that mothership. Because I mean, we're flying around the world in the space-time continuum, leaps and bounds. And it's got to be some type of spaceship galactical jet lag that I'm experiencing, because I always feel super duper chill when I get off of the mothership. Shout out to all my cool peeps who went on the mothership yesterday. We were on the mothership and we watched Super Size Me. That was a fun movie. And please be advised, I am also working on multiple devices at the same time back here. So I had to make sure everything is going good for all of the streams. Public, push done, save. And I need to put my hashtags on here too. So I'll go back to edit, put in my hashtags, and you can see my hair color with this background. That's nice. Hashtags. I need to move my notes over, and the mouse, and spacebar. Go. I'm typing Thursdays. Girl. Thursday. Hashtag Thursdays. That's my Friday. Oh, that's not even a thing. Oh my gosh, I need to write that down. I came up with another idea. I'll turn the music up a little louder because right now I'm basically doing low-key housework, meaning housework behind the scenes, getting my notes and stuff together. This is my Thursday. Hashtag. Oh, man. There. And then I am going to put the hashtags in for the other video as well. I have one. Oh, it covered it up. That should be good. Maybe one more. What should I put? Well, that's good. And I'll push save. I think I did it right. I did something right, y'all. I did something right. Hey, look at you, all the fancy and awesome studios. What's going on, me 50? I know who you are. And it wouldn't have been possible without all of you guys. This is because I was able to get an updated cell phone. So I've been working off of the new cell phone you guys helped me get. And it's really cool because my older cell phone is so out of date, it wouldn't let me do the updates. I didn't know that YouTube had an update. So if you have a regular phone like you guys have, and to which I have now a fully functioning phone, It provides you a green screen access. I didn't know that until a couple days ago. I'm still learning the phone and learning the features because I've been stuck in this whole mindset where um I'm still running on my old cell phone with lots of limitations. So it's taking me a while to wake up and realize you do have a new phone. Even though I'm holding it and tapping on the buttons, I need to physically go in there and look at all the features and remind myself of all the things that YouTube allow us to do now. If you have an up-to-date phone. So thank you guys so much. It wouldn't have been possible without you guys. So thank you. Hey, look at you looking all fancy in the awesome studio. Isn't it cool? It's an arcade. Now, I may not be talking about an arcade today on Freestyle Thursdays, but when I was deciding on like what picture I wanted to pick, I'm like, you know what? Let's do arcade. Thank you guys. What's going on? Shy 9278. Long time no see for the both of you. High five. As I was saying, guys, this is my Thursday, and I'm really happy about it. The lights might go dark really quickly because I might push the wrong button on my ring light. So if that's the case, that's what happened. There. I had to make it brighter. I have my drink here. It's actually just hot water, as hot as I can stand. And it's perfect. I had to bring out my Star Wars cup. It's blending in. That's kind of cool. You see how the background is picking up back there? That's really cool. So I have my hot water. I woke up with an appetite because I decided to skip dinner. I did make dinner yesterday, but it was kind of late for me. And so I was like, I will just eat a snack while I make dinner. And of course that means I'm going to wake up with a mad cow today, y'all. Good morning to you. High five. Bam. Welcome in. Is the music okay for y'all? So what I'm going to do here, because I didn't think about this. How can I say the order? When I got up today, I was, getting things done in the morning before the live. I was like, I should fix me a open faced peanut butter sandwich. And then the thought just went away like that. And then I had about 5 minutes left before it was time for me to go live. And I'm like, I need a peanut butter sandwich. And I was like, I'm not going to have time to make it in here. So I'm going to make it live on here. Something to get me through until... something to get me through until I get finished with this live. I'm going to make another open faced peanut butter sandwich. Minus the jelly because it's too much to be having back here. And like I said, it's just too much. So good morning to all of you guys. I'm getting ready to fix my sandwich. An open faced sandwich. Me 50 sandwich, like you would sometimes type into the chat. I have my cute little saucer. I like the color blue, so I have a blue spoon. I misplaced the knife, so I'm gonna have to go online and reorder the set again. But it's silverware to match the color that you like, and mine is blue, and it's got a blue fork and everything. Now I'm working in a tight spot, but I'm quite sure I can make a miracle happen. Miracles happen once in a while if you just believe. Skippy peanut butter. You guys have Skippy peanut butter where you are? I know I get a lot of cool peeps who come in from around the world. So everybody has different kinds of peanut butter. Good morning. How are you? Today I'm me, but I really wanted to be in my comfy space, so I decided to wear my panda onesie, my red panda onesie, but I didn't put the hood on. I want to be really comfortable. So today I'm showing up as myself. Exactly. Isn't that cool? You were like, what's this character? Every day is a different character, but this time I'm myself. I'm a one-woman show, a one-woman band. Just like Eddie Murphy, when he was in the Clumps, he played multiple characters and himself. Well, that's pretty much what it is over here on ELAY TV. It's a variety platform where I play multiple characters and have my family on here when they want, a select few family members, and they have the opportunity to come on here. What's going on, Chile? Hey, hi, high five, bam. Welcome to Freestyle Thursdays. It's my Friday. Yeah, it was cool because one of the cool peeps just asked, what character am I today? So I was like, that is cool. I'll take it as a compliment. So yeah, it's just like Eddie Murphy and the Clumps. There's another comedian who also, I think Dave Chappelle too, also did multiple characters. But that's what made the show. So I'm getting ready to make my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Well, peanut butter sandwich minus the jelly. Good morning to all of you guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Just like Eddie Murphy and the Clumps. Exactly. Eddie Murphy and the Clumps was so inspirational to me. Comedians in general have been a guiding light for me, along with music. Music and comedy they have their own the facets. But with y'all gonna get crumbs all over the place. So I'm definitely gonna have to vacuum after this. Yup, today is just a peanut butter sandwich with no jelly. And it's gonna be open faced because right now I just need to put something in my belly to fuel up. And then after the live stream, I'll have a real breakfast, you know? And if I brought the jelly in, that's too much. That's just too many moving parts, y'all. It was a miracle I had the brains to think about just making it while I'm on the live. What? How old am I? I'm older than Katana from Mortal Kombat. Now somebody else asked me that question and I said the same thing. So Katana from Mortal Kombat, she strutting her stuff in video games. I'm Katana. I'm 1,000 years old. Don't nobody care. I'm older than you, Katana. So sit down. I hope that answers your question. Chappelle and Shane Gillis and Bert Kreischer are the best at stand-ups. Oh, cool. Yeah, you guys are bold too. I know when you're at work or in your car, silently cussing somebody out because they cut you off at the intersection, you turn into a low-key different type of character. So that's personality number one. And then when you're happy, you feel high and mighty. I know there are emotions, but when you're in those emotions, be mindful because it can be also unlocking another character you can present as entertainment on YouTube. So yeah, using your imagination, it will allow you to have so many more things to diversify yourself. He is laughing. Exactly. You say you should just apply that peanut butter to your face like foundation makeup. That will get your views up. You know what? I was watching this really cool show. I think it's only on Amazon, where these girls, they were actually in a makeup contest, and I think it was in England or somewhere. But it was really cool because they had to make beauty out of food, and they were using food as makeup and stuff. It was so funny. I really enjoyed that episode. I think I watched it at least 3 times. So it's funny you should mention that. If I look it up, when I look it up, I can see what that specific show is called, and I can tell you. They didn't win the contest because they forgot to press record. Had they pressed record while they were in the kitchen making beauty out of food products, I think they would have won. So what I'm going to do is ask which makeup contest TV show on Amazon displayed a episode about 2 ladies using food as makeup as a part of a contest. Perhaps I'll get somewhere. Let's see here. The makeup contest show that featured the challenge using food as makeup is glow up. Britain next makeup star. Yes, so it was in Britain and it was really cool. So to go back to your comment where you said if you're still here, let's see. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, to go back to your question or your comment, you should just apply that peanut butter to your face like foundation. That would get your views up. For those of you who are just coming in, I just finished making a peanut butter sandwich. So now we're talking about peanut butter. So the makeup contest show that featured the challenge using food and makeup is Glow Up Britain Next Makeup Star. Specifically season 1 episode 2, often titled Social Media or Similar. Exactly, which originally aired in 2019. In this challenge, contestants had to create a beauty look using edible ingredients as part of a YouTube themed competition. That was it, and it was so funny. Once again, I really think that if they remember to push record, those two girls would have won that competition. Let's see here. Next thing I'm going to do is, it's like I just did a product placement for Skippy Peanut Butter. That was my other question before I started reading the comments. Um, do they have Skippy Peanut Butter where you guys live? Around the world and in each state, everyone has a different go-to peanut butter. So having said that, I should just ask, what is your favorite peanut butter brand? Oh, that would be a good question to ask. I wonder if when I put the title in here, it will let me do that. You like Jif? I had got, I stopped eating Jif peanut butter because for too many times, at least here, or it could have been just the store where I was getting it from, guys. The Jiffy peanut butter started to get too dry. And I grew up in the time where when we got peanut butter, and even if it sat on the store shelves for a while, you would see the separation between the peanut butter and the oil. And I don't see that anymore. I haven't been seeing that with the Jiffy peanut butter. And it was dry. So it was like so that meant I couldn't spread it on really well. So I had deviated from Jiffy peanut butter. But that was my go-to peanut butter when we could afford it. Because we were poor growing up. At least in my opinion, we were poor. And so getting peanut butter was a name brand peanut butter. So we didn't get that all the time. We usually got the store brand. So I'm going to set up a survey right here, but now that you're mentioning it, perhaps when I go to the grocery store, I'll be more mindful and look at the Jiffy peanut butter to see if I can see if there's some like moisture or something in there. Then maybe I'll give it a try. Which brand of, hey, what's going on? Chris Reed, how are you doing? High five, bam. Everybody was poor growing up except for, yeah, a lot of people were. That's where they separate us now, the rich and the poor. What's going on? Thank you for coming in. Please be advised, I have two different two separate live streams going on at the same time. So I will be chatting with you guys in the vertical and my cool peeps over in horizontal. I preferably like live streaming on the horizontal, but since this is a modern day age where things have changed as far as technology and social media, what works best for me far as getting the most views is for vertical. Let's see here. So what was I typing? I'm setting up a survey. Which brand of peanut butter do you like? So I will put Jiffy down here and Skippy. And Peter Pan. Jiffy. Skippy. Peter Pan. Can you guys think of another peanut butter I can list in the survey? So before I enter the survey to go forward, I'll wait to see if there's any other peanut butter brands I can list in here. I have Jiffy, Skippy, Peter Pan. Nutella! Ah! I forgot about that. You guys, Nutella is not really a peanut butter. It's something else. But I'm going to put that in there. Thank you so much. So the survey is going up, my cool peeps. It's going up, going up. New Puzz 3D. Y'all, do they still sell Puzz 3D? It's basically a 3D puzzle that's made out of styrofoam puzzle pieces. And so when you're actually making the puzzle, you're actually building it up in 3D. I thought that was really cool. Let's see here. What else do we have? I'm gonna go back to the guy, the top right here. You are bugging out. Goodness, this is not an invention. It's a recipe. Let's see what else is here. Okay, that's about all the comments right there. So we're gonna take my first bite of my sandwich. I know this will get me through the rest of my where's my napkin? I know this will get me through the rest of my video. Are you guys eating anything today? Like right now in this moment. For me, it's 5:22 a.m. in the morning. And for some of you, it's basically in the nighttime, like late nighttime p.m. So, having said that, I'm going to pull up my times. I like reading the times. Welcome in, guys, to ELAY TV, to Freestyle Thursdays. Today is Thursday, and it is my Friday. So I'm just chilling with you guys, taking the load off, not working too hard, being a casual worker, and chatting with my cool peeps. It's got Sacramento, California. It is 2:23 a.m., so they're 3 hours behind us. And Egypt, they're 7 hours ahead. It's already lunchtime for my cool peeps in Egypt. It is 12:23 p.m. So, what are you guys eating in Egypt? A nice sandwich? Ooh, how about a hamburger with lots of lettuce and tomatoes? Now that sounds good. In London, it is 10:23 a.m. And in Australia, it is 9:23 p.m. They are 16 hours ahead. So it's always a privilege to have my cool peeps who come in specifically from Australia, because it's approaching you guys' night, like bedtime, and you're on here holding it down with us. I have an odd time where I come on, but this is the time where I got accustomed to. I'm on this time because when I was working a 9 to 5, I had to be up this early to get ready for work. And then that allowed me to have extra time. I usually will have a window of an hour and 15 minutes, sometimes a window of an hour and 20 minutes before I had to get to work. So that's what started me jumping in onto the live streams, because my husband and I were like, we do need to start going live now to so I can engage with you guys more. And I was like, you're right. But when I was working really, really at the other job really hard, it was like hard for me to actually visualize how I could even squeeze in the time to start going live with you guys consistently while working. And then work was so far away, so we had to factor in the commute there. And then when he picked me up, it took even longer to get back home because I was getting out at 5:30. Was that 5:30? That's crazy. I haven't been there a while, so I actually don't even remember anymore. But my punch-in time was sometimes 7:30 or 8:30. So I decided to start factoring in going live on YouTube before work when I had that window of an extra time. And ever since then, I've just been rolling with it. So that's why I had this time. And I'm sticking with it until further notice, until life brings about another change. And if life brings about another change to where I have to start moving the schedule around, I'll be sure to keep you guys informed in advance that the times may change. But right now, everything's staying the same. Speaking of everything staying the same, you know one thing that stays the same that's a really nice comfort and a constant. Besides the old typical, I woke up and I have breath in my body, food on the table. You know all that boring cliche stuff grandma, great grandma, grandpa say. You know what is cool that's always constant? Coffee. Coffee is always constant. Now I don't know about tea. I do like to drink tea. I tell you that much for sure. But waking up in the morning, starting your day with some type of coffee. And if you're not picky, I have a favorite brand, but if it's not on sale, guys, I'm not going to get it because that particular brand has gone up. And I think it's gone up only because it's gotten popular. So if you're not all that picky about what type of coffee you want, you just want to wake up and start your day with some coffee, that's another constant. And if you like instant coffee, they have plenty of those in abundance that you can get at the Dollar Tree. So that's another thing that I'm thankful for. If I go to the Dollar Tree and I'm balling on the budget, I can simply get 2 boxes of instant coffee, those coffee sticks, and then just be gone somewhere. Be gone, wanna be gone. Another basketball Jones. He's got a basketball Jones. Have you guys seen the movie Space Jam? Not the remake with LeBron James, but the Space Jam from the what? Wow, did that Space Jam come out in the late 90s? The Space Jam with Michael Jordan, guys. Well, there was a scene where Charles Barkley had got his basketball powers taken from him, and he was walking around aimlessly on the basketball court looking like a zombie because he didn't know what happened. And then they started playing the Basketball Jones commercial. He's got a Basketball Jones. Another Basketball Jones, baby. Ooh. And then unfortunately, everybody was like, oh, it's Charles Barkley. So they got excited. So he went to the court. They threw the basketball to him. And then he couldn't play worth a dang. He couldn't even dribble. And so the girl was like, you're not Charles Barkley. You're a fake. Be gone, wannabe. Be gone. I'm like, oh my gosh. But the girl who was saying, be gone, wannabe, she was giving MC Light energy. So definitely that is dating the movie. So, but MC Light was still a thing, kind of. That's how the girl was acting. And I feel so sorry for Charles Barkley because in that same sense, it made me also feel like how senior citizens feel when their time has come and gone, per se, and they still want to do some of the things they used to, and they cannot. But out of a repetition of just like say, I wake up every morning, I have my grilled cheese, I have my coffee, I read my paper. In the mind of a senior citizen, I walk my dog, I go to the park, I tie my dog up with the other neighbor's dogs, and I go shoot some hoops. Just imagine a senior citizen been doing that all their lives, and one day they wake up and they just can't move the way they used to, or heaven forbid, they wake up and don't remember how to play basketball. So when I saw that as a young child, an actual child, it made me see two dynamics of how that's what can make life be so scary, because sometimes it's not those types of changes that we're already in now. I mean, guys, the world is changing like whoa, right before our eyes. But it's the kind of changes where your mind changes. And even though you have a routine in place, some of the things you do in place in your routine aren't the same. So that is what makes, I think that's what makes people become scared, because their personal routine, their world is coming undone. It's not necessarily the changes of life and technology and stuff like that. It's just the comforts of life of having things in place, like me waking up every day, hanging out with you cool peeps, chatting Monday through Friday for a set amount of time. 5 a.m. to whatever. And then I hang out with my family to get the chores done. Those things are cool. And it keeps me going. So with stuff like that, I think if too many of those things get taken away, it leads to having big old gaps in your daily routine. Which is why I think it's very cool if you can, and if your apartment or your rental property will let you, get a pet. Because for those times when life change or your routine has to get uprooted because life just brings about a change, having a pet will help fill that void and help keep your mind off of the bull, because you're taking your mind out of the thought of yourself and you're taking care of a pet because they're always hungry. Now, I don't advocate for getting a pet cow. That's too much pet. Good evening. How are you doing? Good evening, LA. This journey is scary sometimes. The peanut butter looks good. It is Skippy Peanut Butter, my cool peeps. Thank you, Chile. Extra crunchy, super chunk peanut butter. Y'all remember on Cartoon Network, they were like, super chunk! Cartoon Network should bring back super chunk. I need to take a sip of water. And you guys, it is the right. I do feel fueled up. And I haven't even eaten all of my sandwich. Look it. I have some sandwich left. I haven't even eaten half of the sandwich. And it feels like the peanut butter oil is going to my brain. You know how they say you should have fish oil tablets or fish oil vitamins because it helps oil the brain? Well, I just ate a few bites of my Skippy peanut butter sandwich, and it feels like I'm getting the same reaction as if I took a fish oil, like a low-grade fish oil, probably like if there was a such thing to have fish oil gel tablets at 15 milligrams. That's what it seemed like I just took. So perhaps peanut butter, if it's got the oil in it, enough oil, is a great substitute when you don't have access or ran out of fish oil for your brain, because my brain is starting to feel good. Oil up that brain, y'all, so those cogs can be going horizontal. We are here. Exactly. Welcome into my horizontal cool peeps. Welcome into, I was about to say the wrong show. See, I mess up sometimes. That's what happens in the territory of being multi-talented. One day, I might just show up on Thursday in the wrong suit. But that's life. That's life. That's life. That's what people say. Dun, 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 dun. Flying high in April. Shot down in May. Y'all, I like that song. It's fun. There was a woman, her name was Yolanda. She was a really nice woman. We worked together in the apparel department at Kmart. And every time that song came on, she sung it. And it made me happy because she knew every word. And it was like, that had to be her song. Because every time it came on, she'd just pretty much drop everything and sing the song. You know, like when we were in elementary, we had DEAR, drop everything and read. Well, she dropped everything and sung. And I took a fascination to it because before I could even really realize something about myself, I thought it was remarkable. Not because she was up in age. That had nothing to do with it, because I know humans who are in their 60s who have memory as good as sharp as tacks. What I thought was neat about Miss Yolanda is that she knew the whole song. And I found myself always struggling trying to remember words to my favorite songs. That is cool, isn't it? Thank you. So I like to sing, but I just have a hard time remembering songs. So I'm very thankful that the invention. What's going on out there? Hold on. Hi. Aw. Yay! My family! My family! My family! My family! Okay. So, as I was saying, I'm just so happy about the invention of karaoke because had it not been for karaoke, I would be able to see the words as they go by in tune and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's that on that. So, shouts out to Yolanda. But we worked with two Yolanda, so that was funny. We had the tall Yolanda and the short Yolanda. So, I didn't like to say how they described it. We had how they would describe her, the heavy set Yolanda or the medium Yolanda. I didn't like saying that, so I will say like the Yolanda with the short hair or the Yolanda with the long hair. You know, that's how I like to describe her. I didn't want to say that the big one or the small one. But nonetheless, I don't know if they're still with us on this planet, but energy never dies. So shouts out to both Yolandas that I work with at Kmart. How are you doing? High five. Bam. You guys, do your Thursdays also feel like Fridays, like myself? Monday and Tuesday morning, I'm a cow. Moo. Wednesdays is basket head, which is why I think I kind of feel like I'm still experiencing some type of intergalactic jet lag because every time I fall down, all alone I'll fall to pieces. No, every time I get off the mothership and roll into Thursday, I always feel spaced out. So do any of y'all who go on the mothership on Wednesdays with basket head feel like y'all be spaced out? I think it's because of the lights. It's a very deep song. We have to love the characters we meet. Yeah, we do have to love the characters we meet. You know, it makes me sad a little bit knowing that some people are only set in your life for a reason, not for just a reason, but maybe for just to set a certain amount of time. Which is why I believe wholeheartedly the way life is run right now, it wasn't supposed to be ran. We're supposed to be here enjoying fellowshipping with people. Um, I can almost guarantee if there wasn't some alleged time limit on life, more people would be happy. And then that's just that notion alone, more people would live longer. So I want to say from me to you, how are you doing? I love you all. I hope you guys will continue to have a good day. I'm not leaving, but while I have a nice amount of people on here, I just want to say that, as cliche as it sounds, you are loved. Welcome to planet Earth. Welcome to life. Majority of us probably didn't ask to be here, but we are here. So while we're here, we're gathered around chatting with everybody, you know? And the one promise is that energy cannot die. It can only be trapped or contained. So let's just say when it's time to transition, I want to make sure I'm not one of the poor souls who has my energy trapped or contained. When it's time to transition, I want my focus to be on being freely being able to freely move. Let's just say that. Now enough of the deep stuff. I'm getting ready to casually bite into my open-faced peanut butter sandwich minus the jelly. A double cheeseburger, no meat, no cheese, hold the lettuce and veggies, just have me a cola, no ice. So, my dear friend, how much did that order come up to? $27.49? You might as well order the food with the meat and pick all the stuff off yourself. That you want to talk about price gouging? That's crazy. Oh, what a world we live in. Oh, what a night. Do, 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 do. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, what a night. Do, 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 do. That's a fun song, too. Shout out to the people who made that song. Shout out to the people who sang the song. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for your comments. I've been mindful this time around to just loosen up a bit more when it comes to the comments, because not everybody on here is familiar with how we roll. So once again, let's have fun, and I'll try to keep the moderation to a minimum, you know, and that's that on that. So you're free to speak when and if I catch it, or when and if my mods catch it. If it's something crazy, crazy, of course it will be removed. Some of the comments are held, and then if I see them, or if my mods see them, I usually let them, I can let them go, or sometimes I don't. But nonetheless, yeah, you've got pancakes over there. Little guy, the little guy who fixes the pancakes, he's actually sleeping. And I'm happy because Thursday is my day, y'all. And I don't need I don't need to be dealing with him. Because he's supposed to be in there fixing those dang on pancakes, number two. And he's supposed to, no, number one, fixing those dang on pancakes. And number two, y'all, he's supposed to be making sure my quality is all good in the camera. But you see that I'm always the main one coming up here checking the quality. Every time I'm on here, before I start, I'm like testing, 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, testing, ollie, oxen free. They supposed to be doing that. So I had a small conversation with them. It was like, look, if y'all don't get y'all acts together, I'm gonna have to take a little bit out of y'all check. Oh, best believe I took a little out of their check, because they haven't gotten their acts together yet. They still get paid well. But if you're not gonna be on time for work, I could just absorb that back into the business. Y'all, they burnt some pancakes yesterday, and they begged me not to tell y'all. Well, for me, it is 5:43 a.m. ET time, and they burnt every last one of them pancakes. I don't know if it's because they was back in the kitchen arguing. I didn't want to deal with it because I'm not in y'all Van Zant. You two don't pay me enough to take on the role as a counselor and a therapist. I play so many roles already. So what I did was put on my earbuds and my headset, turn the volume up high, and close the door. Good morning to you as well. High five. Bam. Welcome into Thursday. It is my Friday, and I'm just sitting down here casually, hanging with my cool peeps, slowly trying to get through my open face peanut butter sandwich, hold the jelly. Speaking of peanut butter sandwich, hold the jelly, once upon a time, McDonald's did used to sell peanut butter sandwiches. But it was one of those things that it was like a secret menu thing. And I don't think, if I'm remembering it right, I don't think all of the McDonald's carried the item. But I do recall when I was an actual child, we had a field trip to Ford Field. So that, I think Ford, now is it called Ford Field? No, that's the arena. It was called Ford something. But what it was, I think it was the place where the Ford company got started. So it was like a Ford museum or something. So when I was an actual child, we went there, and I saw a girl order a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I was like, oh, I want one too. So that's what made me make a whole video about McDonald's, wondering if they had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich to begin with. And thus my search began. And here I am. I learned on the live stream maybe 2-3 3 months ago that they do. Moving forward. Y'all, multitasking is a beast sometimes. I gotta take a break on that. If I don't get it, I'm just not gonna get it. Moving forward. I want to thank my cool people who earlier in the chat talked about the food using the peanut butter as makeup, because it made me think of that show that I do enjoy watching. Once again, the makeup contest show that featured a challenge using food as makeup is Glow Up Britain, next makeup star. Now, I really like the shows that are set over there in Britain, the London area, Paris, France area, not only because of the accents, it's not necessarily the accents, it's about their creative tick compared to American hair and makeup shows. To me personally, it's a little bit more offbeat, and that's why I like to watch them, especially the contestants. The one lady, she like, ding dong baby, ding dong. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're weird in a cool way. So shouts out to all of the fashion shows that are based over there. They're really cool. I want to spend some more time getting to know the shows. Da 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 da. Getting to know the shows. Ha da 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 da. Yeah, so that was cool. I'm gonna actually open this up and see what else it has to say. Show Glow Up Britain's next makeup star season 1. Episode 2 challenge details. Contestants were tasked with creating full face makeup using items like coffee, beetroot, and other food products. That is very interesting. Exactly. It says here, high five to you. Bam. High five to you. Dun, dun, dun. High five to you. Ah, high five to you. Challenge details. Contestants were, I already read that part. Availability. While originally a BBC show, it is often available on platforms like Netflix internationally or through various streaming services. Various interesting. What does it say? Various streaming services. This episode is frequently highlighted for its unique and challenging edible makeup. Exactly. Segment which force artists to abandon traditional professional products for common household items. For example, when I was an actual child, I thought it was the brightest idea in my head to pretend, because the markers were washable. So to use washable markers as makeup was so cool. But I had super sensitive skin, so I couldn't put it on my face or anything, because even though it was like non-toxic markers, I probably still would have broke out. So all I could do was just paint my nails with the markers and stuff like that. But even with the Sharpie, I thought I was doing something. It was the biggest invention to me. It was inexpensive, it was fun, and it was a little bit more tedious in the way that was fun. This was before, in the world of nail polish, this was before everyone started getting hip to those makeup pens. You know, those pens now that you can use to just pretty much draw anything on your nails. So before then, when I was an actual child, I used to enjoy scrubbing the Sharpie over my nails and making my own designs when I could. My go-to was black, but since I lived in an over-religious household, the first thing that came out of their mouths was, ew, why'd you choose black? Number 1, it's the cheapest one and it's the most accessible. Number 2, if I ask if y'all can get me the rainbow pack of permanent marker Sharpies, what's gonna come out of y'all mouth? It's too much money. Can't win them all. Welcome into the show. The nail world is deeper than I thought. The nail world is a whole topic. I could actually make a whole documentary if I wanted to, and I could, about fingernails. I'm not even one of those girls who go to the nail salon day in and day out yet. But when I do, there's a time in my life, it's like seasons, because I have the nail kits with me. When I do my, ew, she said doo-doo. When I do my own nails, I have the fake nails and stuff at home. I could do them myself at home. And I preferably like to do my nails at home. But right now they're just plain, or I'll polish them. I haven't gone to cosmetology school to learn how to do nails or stuff like that. But nonetheless, from the outside looking in, yes, you are correct, Space Bondy. The nail world is deeper than I thought. You gotta worry about cuticle health. You gotta worry, if you care, worry about the conditions of people's nails, like the health of it. You can tell if someone is sick or need to have a certain type of vitamin just by looking at the condition of their nail beds and looking at the moons, whatever they call those things, and the moons and the deep ridges and grooves and ciclets or whatever in their nails. And that's just on the health tip, you know. But enough about nails. I'm going to bite some more to this sandwich. For those of you who don't know, I picked Skippy peanut butter. And having said that, I'm going to look at the survey. Which brand of peanut butter do you like? Of course, I voted for Skippy. %62% of my cool peeps said Jiffy peanut butter. 12%, including myself, chose Skippy. And 6% chose Peter Pan. Wow, that's a low number. When I was growing up, Peter Pan was all the rave. And Smucker's Jelly was all the rave. And of course, Jif. And then Nutella is coming in at 19%. Let's go 19% with Nutella. Now, I've had Nutella once or twice, maybe up to 3 times in my life. The first time I had Nutella, it was actually good. So I was excited about it. Now, this could be another situation, guys, where another Jiffy situation. It could all be about that particular batch that was made. Because when I had the Nutella for the first time, I thought it was really good and I was really happy about it because it felt like I was making a health conscious decision. And number two, it was something where I didn't have to force myself to like it. I just liked it, right? But then when I tried it again, thinking I was going to get the same results, it tastes weird. And I'm like, what happened to the flavor, to the taste, to the naturally organic newness of my palate, the food palate? It was gone. So then I recall trying it again, but I didn't buy it this time. I actually tried it over a friend's house because they had some. And I think I said the same notion. I was like, the first time I bought it, it was great. But the last time, the taste started to taste different. So I'm not sure if I got a spoon and dipped my spoon in there or not. But it just wasn't the same. So I'm not sure if it was something going on with my taste buds that day or what. There's an awesome song called Peanut Butter Recall by a lo-fi YouTuber. Oh my gosh. That's cool. Thanks for that. Not peanut butter. Where's Basket Head? You just missed Basket Head. Basket Head was on yesterday. Basket Head comes on every Wednesday. And the movie that we all watched on the mothership was Super Size Me. Our first documentary movie watch. Basket Head also did a bonus video. It was a pre-record, and Basket Head talked about Stranger Things, covering L. Not sure what Basket Head's gonna do next week, but yeah. What does that comment say? Let's see here. Moving forward. Okay, I have that on there. There's because Oh, really? There's some Italian Nutella, the original recipe in international. You know what? That might be it. I think you just saved my life. Instead of, oh, take my life, it's, oh, you saved my life. That's awesome. So that's nice to know because that could have just been what happened to me. You know, unbeknownst to myself, just pulling it off the shelf. I'm like, oh, Nutella. And I bought it. So maybe when I go, not a maybe, when I go to my grocery store of choice, I will look more closely at the Nutella spread. What a joke. And seek out the differences, because that's probably what happened. So thank you for clearing that up, because you guys, I really was concerned, because number one, it was a health conscious decision. And in the healthy world, it's nice to know that if I'm trying to intentionally live to eat healthy when I can't afford it, I want to know that I at least like it, because that's half the battle. Some of this health food stuff that's out that I do consume, it's like I had to teach myself to like it. And I get tired of going down, up and down these healthy food aisles where I have to teach myself to like something. I just wish the food was just good. So with Nutella, I actually liked it. So once again, I'm going to read that out loud, because there's Italian Nutella, the original recipe, and international version with inferior ingredients. Okay. Thank you so much for that. So, yeah, the inferior ingredients is probably, since I'm over here in America, is probably the one I like. Isn't that a sad shame? But that's all right, because it makes me feel kind of cool. I don't want to go crazy, y'all, thinking about just how bad all this food is that they're putting on our shelves. Because if that's the case, we'll be all here looking like the Stephen King's Thinner. So you got to put food in your body. So in my mind, it's like, look, the way things are going, and the way things are going in reference to food being real or not, you got two choices and only one good way to look at this, so you can merely go through your life happily. Do you want roadkill, or do you want the food on the shelves? I'll take the food on the shelves. And having said that, life goes on, because I have bigger fish to fry. And TV shows to watch. I am not going to run myself crazy for, I'm not going to run myself crazy talking about the food. The food. It's people in the food. Well, life goes on. What's going on, my cool peeps in the horizontal section? I don't know what makes you think that. Welcome in. So, we've got a couple of things going on at the same time. I've got my vertical going on and my horizontal. And so, all my comments don't bleed into one column like most people's. I'm still running on the old school setup where I'm literally running two different streams on two different devices. So, I have to pace myself when I'm moving my head from one monitor to the other. I've got 4 monitors on at the same time. So I cannot see everybody in the horizontal like I would like to. And plus, I need to get a new mouse for my horizontal computer. That thing broke. So it's only so much I could do when I'm talking. With the power of this mouse from my Google Chromebook, my newest cool Google Chromebook that my husband bought, I can glide and copy and paste comments so quick. But on the horizontal, although I like it, the mouse is out of commission. So I'm going to have to get me a new mouse. Thank you so much for your comments over here. No, thank you so much. Yeah, I did my hair fresh out of the box. What was it, Clairol from Walmart? The hair color was under $5. And all of this hair, all of my real hair, I only needed one box, and it was actually more than enough to color my hair. I've been coloring my hair for years now, at least for over 20 years. I've been putting color in my hair. So when it was time for me to actually put more bleach in, I had about this much of hair that needed to be bleached. So it all worked out. But the next time I reapply the hair color, I'm just simply going to get the color itself and not the actual bleach. So when it's time to refreshen my hair with the color, I just be adding the color mixed in with the conditioner, and not the harsh the harsh bleach. Do not eat peanut butter. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. One of the cool peeps said, do not eat peanut butter. Why? Because it's made of mud and dirt. Tell us something we don't know. Watch me gladly successfully take a bite of this open-faced Skippy peanut butter sandwich and be merrily on my way. Next question. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Pass the plate over to my right, which might be your left, with my royal napkin at hand. And my water on deck. Why is that moving? My computer is alive. Wow. Y'all, I feel so comfortable. I don't know what's more enjoyable, the fact that I'm super comfortable or the fact that this is my Friday. I have the day off. Oh, I like this song. So the song that's playing right now is brought to you by royalty-free music from YouTube, of course, from the YouTube library. Usually after the live streams are done processing, it will have like the featurette of music that I play in the background. But for those of you who are inquiring right now about this specific song, it is called Circa 1983 Freedom Trail Studio. Artist unknown, but I think that's enough information to go by so you can get it. Good morning to you as well. How are you doing today? Me, I'm doing great. The time for me, my cool peeps, is a glorious 6:02. It just turned 6:03, so it's a glorious 6:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm reporting live to you from the beautiful state of Georgia. How are you guys doing today? Are you drinking your tea and your coffee? Do you have your grits boiling over an open fire? Y'all, so fish and grits sound good for a mid meal. You know, like if you don't want to wake up and start eating breakfast, so you wait until like 10 o'clock in between lunch and breakfast. Fish and grits or shrimp and grits will be like the perfect meal to balance out. Oh, you an alcoholic beverage. Show you right. Because everybody is reporting from different times. So, whatever will be. Good morning to you with your drinks. I've got some oat chocolate milk. Oh, wow. Now, is that a candy bar? It sounds good. That sounds good. And to have like some Honey Made graham crackers with it on the side for a little crunch. It's 1 p.m. where you are. So you just finished your lunchtime. You don't have to answer the question if you don't want to. But I'm going to ask it. What did you have for lunch? Or if you didn't eat lunch yet, what did you have for a late lunch? I like late lunches. Now, this is when I was working. I enjoyed the miracles and the beauty of a late lunch because by the time I took my lunch later, everyone else had already taken their lunch. And it felt like I had my own cloud of time just to dwell in my own lunch. We had an hour lunch, I think. Like I said, this is good because when I go to think about my work schedule, it's actually started to become foggy. And I like that because that place was a hard place to work at. So just when I think about it now, as it becomes foggy, at least for right now, that means I'm putting some distance in between it. Let's see here. I don't know what you're talking about, Mama Luigi, but I don't know what you're talking about. So we have Scotch and the Turkish mix. Cigars is still working on it. Scotch and the Turkish mix. So I'm going to believe you're talking about straight up alcoholic beverages, because when I read that, I also thought you were talking about maybe Scotch, of course, the adult beverage, and some type of Turkish mix sandwich. Now even that sounds good, so I'm getting ready to look it up. Does a turkey sandwich go well with the Scotch alcoholic drink? I spelled drink wrong. Listen to this. Okay. All right. We've got here Scotch and a Turkish mix. Cigar still working on it. So on that comment, I thought you said Scotch, an alcoholic beverage, and a turkey sandwich. So I'm like, that actually sounds good. So I'm looking up on AI Overview to see if this is actually a good combination. It says here, yes, the turkey sandwich pairs well with Scotch, my cool peeps, particularly when matching the intensity of the flavor profile. Smoky Scotches complement smoked turkey, while lighter, fruitier dramas work best with roasted turkey, as the whiskey flavor can enhance the savory lean meat. Now that sounds like a really good meal to serve a man. He gets home from work. That sounds great. I actually think that's a good idea. I'm gonna have to write that down. Like, when my husband gets home from work and he's had a super duper hard day, when is he not working hard? But I mean, sometimes when he comes home from work, you can tell those days are really more tougher than others. So making a turkey sandwich, oh my gosh, that sounds good. Don't put the turkey sandwich on the grill and then you lightly melt the cheese on there, or the Swiss cheese, y'all. I'm getting ready to read some more about this. So guys, I really appreciate your comments and stuff, because it brings up so many cool ideas where I can incorporate it. What's going on, Mama Me 82 5? What's going on, OG? I love it. I wear that. I'm gonna wear that jacket. That's what I haven't heard that said in so long, and that's usually what men say. But since I've been listening to it quite frequently, the 5150 Holcomb, you know, oh, don't put that jacket on me. That ain't the kind of jacket I want. But I gladly wear that, OG. I am an OG in real life, and I'm an OG in these YouTube streets. I've been on YouTube for 14 years, y'all. I wear that crown. So it has here key pairing tips. Smoky Scotch pairs well with smoked turkey or a turkey sandwich with strong toppings. Ooh, let's go. When I think of strong toppings, I think instantly of green bell peppers, thickly chopped. Updated lighter Scotch, better suited for standard roasted turkey to avoid overpowering the delicate flavor of meat. Alternative Scotch ales. Beers are specifically recommended for their sweet malt flavor with smoked turkey. And for a classic creamy turkey club, sorry about the bird, y'all. We still haven't caught it yet. For a classic creamy turkey club, you might consider a slightly sweet matured whiskey to balance the ingredients. Now, the matured whiskey alone sounds good enough, but top it with a beautiful turkey sandwich. It sounds like holidays revisited. This is so cool. This is awesome. Welcome in, my cool peeps. Thank you so much for coming in, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you for your contribution of like putting comments in here and all that jazz. For those of you who do not know, my name is LA, pronounced like LA like the city. I'm not from there, but I am Barizi. Welcome into Freestyle Thursdays, where it's my Friday and I'm just more chill. It's real nice. I'm in my chill zone. I don't have to work too hard today. I'm almost finished with my sandwich. In the survey, I voted for Skippy. What have you voted for? Skippy, Skippy. Let's see here. I'm going to put the peanut butter down really quickly. Depending on how long I'll be on here, I might make another one. Oh, look at y'all. It's got recipes on here. What is this? That looks like a grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich. They've got, you can Skippy, delicious at any time. Morning, noon, delight, and night. Isn't that the truth? You can eat Skippy peanut butter any time of the day. And it's like, how do you get fat eating peanut butter? It's peanut butter. Yeah, monkeys. I'm gonna put the peanut butter down. Y'all almost put the peanut butter down on the bread. I would have flattened the bread. Boy, I cannot stand when I bring home a fresh loaf of bread and then you bring it all the way home, being careful. And when you get home, something heavy fall over, like the cereal box fall down off the refrigerator and just magically lands on the bread. And what makes it worse, the cereal box is a family-sized box of cereal that hasn't been opened yet. So you know it's heavy. And it fall right down on that bread, curse splat. It's like, oh, man, my sandwich is not going to be the same. It's going to be all cricket. It's not cool. Now, if I was rich, I'll be like, I don't want this bread. I'm getting ready to officially make this be toast or for croutons. I got to go back to the store and get me an undamaged bag of bread. Or what do y'all say? Undamaged loaf of bread. Okay? Dang. Go on to the store and get me a bag of bread. Ooh, wait, just one moment. I have probably one big bite or 2 bites left of my sandwich. And I have been on here for 1 hour and 12 minutes. And I've been having a good time. I'm getting ready to see what you guys said about the survey. Which brand of peanut butter do you like? 62% of my cool... Oh, y'all still voted. Thank you. 62% of my cool peeps said Jiffy. Skippy is at 18%. Peter Pan is at 5%. And Nutella is at 14%. Quite obvious. I voted for Skippy. And today is Freestyle Thursdays where it is my Friday. So costumes aren't mandatory. I'm actually wearing a portion of my costume now because it's really comfortable. And this is my chill zone. And I'm just vibing and relaxing, not acting as any other particular character, not really doing any other voiceovers and all that. This is my downtime. So thank you so much for asking. Yesterday, Basket Head was on. Basket Head comes on Wednesdays, Monday, and Tuesdays. As Hercules the Shark say, you get the cow. And then on Friday, which is tomorrow, your boy, back by popular demand, Hercules the Shark will be on live and in full effect. I don't know what Hercules the Shark will have to say tomorrow, but I sure look forward to it. What's behind the curtain? It's a monster. Look, somebody gotta watch it. It's my turn to watch it. And in 2 more days, they gonna come back and pick it up, and then they gonna watch it. This goes in line with how I was saying energy never dies. You can only trap it or contain it. So behind this curtain, I said it's a monster because it's a monster to most people, but it's actually the Animaniacs. They couldn't be in the water tower today because Warner Brothers and the figment of my imagination is shut down. So they asked me to watch the Animaniacs. So that's what's behind this curtain. But for y'all who on vertical, what's behind my green screen? The Animaniacs. I gotta watch them 2 more days. Then Warner Brothers gonna come and pick them up and lock them back in the water tower. I'm the only person on the planet who is willing enough to watch the Animaniacs. They don't run me crazy. They're right at home. So thank you for asking for that question over here. Most people cannot deal with them and they say they're monsters, but they're all right by me. Shouts out to the shouts out to the Animaniacs. What's going on? Wow, Sir Jacob, long time no see. Bam, high five. Hope all is well with you. I'm going to assume and believe that it is. Welcome into the show. Oh, that's a nice song too. Man, I feel so cool. One more drink of water, then I'm going to read some more about the that makeup show where they were actually using food as makeup. The specific episode featuring contestants using food as makeup is episode 7, where eliminated participants are given a last chance challenge involving a special beauty pantry. In this segment, the artist must create looks using edible items such as fruits, spices, and other food staples instead of traditional cosmetics. Key details about the show. Host, legendary K-pop icon Lee Hordery. Concept, often described as the culinary class wars of makeup, it pits 60 contestants ranging from famous YouTubers and K-drama artists to special effects artists against each other in high-stakes survival missions. Streaming, the series is a Cook Bang Play original available internationally on Amazon Prime Video. And that's where I get to see the show, strictly through Amazon. So shouts out to Amazon for hosting such a fun show. It's great to have on in the It's great to have on in the background. For all of y'all who watch me on horizontal, my computer just shut down. I mean, the screen just completely went out. And that's weird because I just checked the battery and it said that the battery was plugged in. So, sorry, horizontal people, you guys were actually watching me over there. So maybe I can reconnect and I'll see what happened. My computer just shut off. It's like, I'm so tired. So let me sign back in. That's super duper weird. Yeah, my battery is plugged in and the computer just shut down. I might have went to sleep. So I had to type in the password and everything. So I'll wait for it to connect back to everything. I am originally from Saginaw, Michigan, 989-48601 area code. Saginaw, Michigan, not Saginaw, Texas. Thank you for asking. Hercules probably did it because y'all not talking about him enough. So what I'm doing right now is waiting for it to come back on. So let me see something really quickly. Yup, it just shut off on me. Oh, break it down. Let me go to YouTube Studio and see what's happening on this side. Maybe it'll allow me the access to just reconnect back into my live. Go live. Please, I hope it say, do you want the option to reconnect? And I'm going to be like, yeah! Give me the option to reconnect. It's loading. Or should I say loading? Loading. Nope, it looks like I'm going to have to open up a new live stream. That's wiggity, 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 whack, y'all. Oh, hold on. Hold the phone, my cool peeps. Hold the phone. Let me see. Reconnect to continue streaming. Yes, reconnect. Oh my goodness, YouTube. Are you letting me reconnect? Reconnect. Wow. It let me reconnect. I'm low-key reverse crying right now. Thank you, YouTube. Reconnect to Continue streaming. Yes. So what do I have to do? Hold on, guys. Copy, continue, go. I don't want to end the stream. I don't know what to do past this point. Because I don't see a button that simply tells me to reconnect. It just says reconnect to continue streaming. And I'm like, yeah, reconnect. Dual stream automatically generates. So what it is, my camera isn't coming on. And I don't know how to reconnect it to live stream. Oh, there it is. I found the reconnect button. Oh my gosh. See, I'm learning something new every day. And it's only like when I'm on live stream, when these situations happen, I'm put on the spot and I have to learn how to do these things on the fly. So this is cool. So thank you, cool peeps, for waiting for me. I'm going to put that in here. Thank you guys for staying in the live over here. My computer shut off. And I even had to restart it. Thank you for waiting. Now I need to put some happy faces in here. Just one sec, guys. I'm talking to my cool peeps over here. Just thanking them for hanging on the line with me. And shout out to YouTube. I'm so happy I was able to just connect. Wow. So I don't lose my traction and momentum. I have one more bite. I'm going to finish this sandwich. Sandwich complete. Sandwich complete. That was good. I'm going to open this door. It's starting to get warm. Where can I put my plate? And I have my remote control with me because I do have Amazon Prime on in the background. And they be like, are you still there? Or are you still watching? And you know what I say every time? What difference does it make if we pay the subscription on time every month? Do it really matter? Are you still there? So that was all the information in reference to the cool makeup show. And I just finished reading that because maybe at the beginning of the show, one of the cool peeps mentioned, you know, peanut butter as makeup and stuff. So we are 1 hour and 22 minutes in, and I'm just now finishing up that part. High five, what's going on, Tarsus? Bam! Welcome into the show. Welcome to Freestyle Thursdays. I feel super duper comfortable. I better turn the TV down in the background because it might be picking it up. It's got commercials on there. No, that's not commercials. The host on the show, he sounds like a commercial. But it's not a commercial. High five to you as well. I've got my hands free, so I'm going to chat in here with everyone. Hello. How can I say this? Welcome to Freestyle Thursdays. All of my cool peeps. I am so happy. I'm so happy. Summertime sadness. I'm so happy. Summertime gladness. That's from my cat. I have a cat that used to host the Saturdays plugs. Not the Saturdays plugs, the summertime plugs before Hercules the Shark came on. Before there was a Hercules, my summertime animal was #MeowCat, and that was his theme song. My Friday. Now I'm looking for my party hat emojis. So I'm so happy. Summertime sadness. I'm so happy. Summertime gladness. It looks pretty. couple of that ain't nothing but a couple of arcade games back there. We stepped up. We done stepped up and purchased the finer things in life. Video games. My cool peeps, my cool peeps. Speaking of, I need to know, will there be any other makeup shows like this? Shows like this coming out this year. So what I'm asking now is, because I just finished talking about that episode on the makeup show, I want to know if there's going to be more to come. Good morning. Thank you so much. Right back at you. Sending love you guys this way as well. Here's a digital hug, or should I say a virtual hug from me to all of y'all. Thank you so much for coming in. And y'all been really holding it down, pressing the like button on both platforms, horizontal and vertical. And thank you so much. I have here, if you enjoyed the high stakes creativity of just makeup, 2026 has several exciting beauty focused shows and events scheduled. I'm so ready for this makeup show. I don't wear makeup every day, but I still like it. It's nice to look at. Just like high heels. I don't wear them things every day, but I sure like looking at high heels because there's so many variations and colors and styles. It's really cool. Okay. Good morning everybody. It looks like I have robots back there. It's some technical stuff. That looks like a moped or a motorbike arcade video game, and then behind us is a basketball. Now that looked fun. The basketball arcade game, that looked real fun right there. So we've got Perfect Glow TV in streaming. This highly anticipated show follows celebrity hair and makeup duo Cha Hung and Leo J as they attempt to open the K-Beauty store in Manhattan. It features stars like Park Min Young and Park Min Young. It features stars like Park Min Young and is expected to have a global streaming release following the success of Just Makeup. Y'all, I am so happy. TV is TVing again. Movies are movieing again. Horror movies are coming out in abundance and with vengeance. TV is going to be good this year. Your birthday is today? No way. Let me drop down and get the digital birthday cakes for you, okay? Just a moment. Y'all know it take me a couple of minutes to go through my Pokédex and find a birthday cake emoji. So hold on. We have birthday cake. THDAY cake. Oh, thank you, Tarsus. You're super quick with that. So Tarsus has already started the birthday blast while I muddle through my Pokédex trying to find cakes. There they are. Pancake cookie. All kinds of cakes, my cool peeps. I want to put happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Y'all remember on regular show when Benson and they had to celebrate someone's birthday and he had to go pick up the kids on the school bus? That boy was bad. He was gonna tell him happy birthday. He's like, happy birthday, and the brat was like, shut up and just drive the bus. I'm like, dang, I won't be hosting your birthday party again, you spoiled brat. Happy birthday to you. Yay, we've got a birthday person in here. We've got a cool peeps birthday. Happy birthday to all my cool peeps. We are still in the month of February, so if you guys are born in February, happy birthday, yellow mustard. Y'all ever get yellow mustard on your white shirt? It's no going back. You might as well put the shirt in the fire or use it as a car wash rag. I have a tiny loaf of bread left. This is my tiny loaf of bread, brought to you by Kroger's Classic White. The cheap stuff. Yeah. The cheap stuff. Look at Tarsus's word. Yes, I have two going on at the same time. I have vertical and horizontal streaming going on at the same time. I think the word YouTube uses called simultaneously. So yes, so in the vertical one you're correct. That's got the arcade background. And then for the good old fashioned people like you and I who prefer the horizontal and the old school OG setup where you just plop down on the floor, park it, tack up a sheet and record, I've got that for you as well. Thank you so much for coming in. Hope I didn't scare you too much, but I'm the same person. Thank you so much for coming in. We've got Glow Up Britain Next Makeup Star Season 7. Yes, the latest season of the fan favorite competition premiered on BBC, and there is expected to hit international streaming platforms like Netflix later this year. The Beauty. Have y'all seen that? I haven't, but the commercials alone are scary. Scary in the way that I would want to see it. It seems like this is the American Horror Story for beauty. You see on the horizontal, it really shows how big my forehead is. When I was growing up, I always got teased for having a big old forehead. But you guys, I didn't think it was possible as I turned into a woman that my forehead could get even bigger. But it seemed like it's gotten bigger. At one point, I thought it was maybe because my hair was receding. Because there was a time in my life when I was super duper stressed, I did start losing my hair. And my hairline would be one of the things to go. And this was before I was even wearing wigs. I started wearing wigs because I was losing my hair. But no, it's not that. My hairline's in. I just think my forehead grew. So in the spirit of encouraging and uplifting myself, that means I must have gotten smarter. So thank you, God. I could have used those brains in my earlier days, but here I am today with a bigger brain. So I'll take that. Now I just pray I utilize these new brains to the best of my ability. I'm getting ready to adjust my seating because I'll have you know, my cool peeps, I am sitting on the floor. You would be too embarrassed to stream from a public arcade. The way modern day technology is, no one would even know that you're streaming from a public arcade. And the way it's set up, they wouldn't even be knowing. It's so dark in there. It is time to wash my green screen. I had it for 3 or 4 years now, so it's holding up to the test of time. It would be so difficult getting all your equipment into the arcade. That's funny. Speaking of, well, I'm just going to leave the camera at that. Y'all, on the horizontal cuts off my head, magnifying just how big my planet head is. But it is what it is, y'all. Moving forward, I have to make sure I have my computer plugged in. And The Beauty, Fox and Hulu. While it's a scripted horror thriller, it is scary. Rather than a contest, this Ryan Murphy series starring Evan Peters and Bella Hadid is the biggest beauty show of the year. It explores a world where a virus makes people physically perfect, but at a deadly cost. And features high fashion transformative aesthetics. Now, can you just imagine the special effects makeup people who got the luxury to be able to work on the set for the beauty. Have you seen any of the fashion makeup TV shows, guys, where they have to do the aesthetics for making people look like monsters? Now, that's really cool because you still have to understand hair and makeup and probably people's skin, you know, and a little bit of science. But that part of the hair and makeup world seems like more my speed. Far as hair and makeup, more for costumes and stuff. That seems really fun. So if you guys are into hair and makeup but don't want to do all the pretty stuff, even though it's pretty, I like to admire the pretty makeups from afar. But my speed is like the costume makeup, the special effects, like for being a clown or something scary. That seems fun. Hercules will be on tomorrow. Your boy Hercules the Shark will be back by popular demand, and I look forward to seeing him too, because I don't know what he's gonna say. He only called me one time, and that was because he accidentally called me. So having said that, last week one of my cool peeps mentioned that I think it was Tarsus and Luigi. They were like, Hercules is now that I got a new cell phone, Hercules is gonna want a new cell phone. And I was like, you're already right about that. He's already called me talking about some, hey alert. Where'd you get that cell phone from? I'm like, boy, if you don't get somewhere, sit down. You up here getting on my nerves. You know good and well you need to mind your business. Mind your business, mind your business, mind your business. Mind your business. Shouts out to Craig of the Creek. Moving forward, let me see here what I have on here, my cool people. I'm trying to fix this, if it would allow me. Okay, there we go. So interactive events, makeup in Los Angeles. Oh, March, y'all, that's coming up. Makeup in Los Angeles, March 4th through 5th. My baby sister, her birthday is March 4th. Makeup in Los Angeles, March 4th through 5th, 2026. Massive B2B beauty trade show at the LA Convention Center where industry pros showcase the latest makeup innovations and trends. Hercules, what are you doing in the chat? See, I told y'all if y'all speak him up, he gonna come up in here. Hercules is in the chat. I need to scroll back up. Hercules is in here. Your impersonation of Hercules is hilarious. Thank you. Yeah, Hercules, I'm talking about you. Hercules don't know how to mind his business. On the Stage Masterclass, April 4th, 2026, a special event in Norcross, Georgia, focusing on soft, flawless, camera-ready makeup techniques for stage and media. And lastly, Glam Clash. Now that's a tongue twister. Try to say glam, what is it? Glam Clash. Heck, 2 times fast. Welcome in all of my cool peeps. Thank you for stopping in. And this is the horizontal edition of Freestyle Fridays. What are you gonna eat today for your breakfast? I've already eaten a open-faced peanut butter. There we go. We've got the Glam Clash is coming out March 14th, 2026, my cool peeps. And it says, A live competition in Atlanta featuring fierce runway walk and photo shoot challenges. Yay! Show similar to Revisit with similar vibes. Yeah, so am I. I prefer the horizontal live streaming, but I don't get very much volume over there. So, in as time brings about change, I had to accept this change right here. And the change that I have accepted is that going vertically for me gives me the volume that I do need. But now YouTube allows us the luxury, at least for me, I'm just now getting accustomed to it, to be able to provide the option to go vertical or horizontal. So everyone can be comfortable at their speed. And I'm very appreciative of that, because I have cool peeps in the horizontal one right now. High five, bam. And I'm glad that YouTube is allowing me the opportunity to give to y'all to watch me the way you want. It's got here, y'all, according to AI Overview, shows that are similar to the show I was just talking about, called, where is the title called? The makeup contest show I'm thinking of is Just Makeup, also known as Make It Up in some regions. No, not that. So let me go back. It's got here shows to revisit with similar makeup vibes. If you haven't seen these yet, they are often recommended to fans of Just Makeup. Glow Up Netflix, the standard for creative makeup competitions. I've seen Glow Up. That's fun. And you have robots in vertical. Exactly. Beep beep boop boop bop bop. What is it? Freddy Fazbear. Five Nights at Freddy's. Dun dun dun. Sit down somewhere. That's a funny joke. If you had to tell a joke to get into the pearly gates of heaven, that's the joke you should say. You walk on in. Face Off Sci-Fi Various focus on specifically on special effects and prosthetics. Similar prosthetics. Face Off focus specifically on sci-fi and prosthetics, similar to the more intense technical rounds in Just Makeup. So as I was saying, my cool peeps, I do like makeup, but I like to watch the pretty artsy fartsy, maybe it's Maybelline, L'Oreal type of makeup from afar. But I really think I would do good in doing like the costume makeup, and then like this TV show called Face Off, where they get into the special effects of it all, where they show how they make zombies, the blood, the scars, the battle scars, and show people who look like they are turning from a human to a zombie, like the stages of turning from a natural person to a human. To a zombie. That's the show for you, Face Off. And then we've got Skin Wars. It's various. A competition centered purely on body painting. Now that's different. Once upon a time when TLC was jumping. When it shouts out to Destiny's Child, T-Boz said on a documentary or interview in the early 90s, T-Boz was wondering on the set, she was looking at the girls on the set and she was asking them how honestly were they able to fit into those skin tight clothes. She just kept shaking her head, because the clothes that they were wearing, the girls on the set, like let's just say like the models or the video vixens at that time. We all remember video vixens. So T-Boz asked one of the girls, she was like, where did you get those clothes? What size is that? And the girl whispered to her, said, it's airbrushed. And T-Boz was like, wow. Her mind was blown. But it also helped her feel better too, because she was like, where are these people getting these clothes from? It was airbrushed on clothes. She didn't even know. She was just walking around the set, y'all, with all these girls and stuff, and they were getting ready, but no one knew. So that's also another thing that I think is cool in reference to special effects makeup. You can paint the makeup on so good, you think they are fully clothed, but it's just body paint, which is what I think this show that AI Overview suggests to me that it may think I like, based on one of the shows that I was talking to you about, set in Britain. Skin Wars, a competition centered purely on body painting. So I think that's what that show will be about right there. I'm really pleased about that. because reality shows are fun, but sometimes too much reality can be taxing because they're still arguing and fighting and all that stuff. So if I'm going to watch some reality shows, my cool peeps, at least it'll be in the fashion world, or at least it'll be in the spirit of competition, like the barbecue shows. I like the barbecue shows because they really don't break out into fights on there. The barbecue show I watched is called Barbecue Showdown. And they may have disagreements, but it don't come to the point where they're cussing at one another and all that stupid stuff. So it is a peaceful show for me to watch when I want to still have some reality based sentiments going on. Just for a moment, if you don't mind, we're gonna check to see how things are going for me over here. The time for me, my cool peeps, is a glorious 6:46 a.m. ET time. I'm reporting live from the beautiful peach state of Georgia. Shouts out to all my cool peeps who are in Saginaw, Michigan, not Saginaw, Texas. I was born and raised in Saginaw, Michigan. I don't know if any of you guys from there ever watch me or not, honestly. But when and if you do, how are you doing? Hope all is well. I did watch the news, the local news from my hometown, which is WNEM 5 News. And the weather lady said yesterday that y'all getting ready to brace for some more snow to come. I'm so sorry. Once again, I must vouch that these thermos cups are really good for holding water. It keeps the temperature hot enough for the duration of a live stream. Earlier today, I did prepare myself a glorious open-faced peanut butter sandwich with no jelly. This right here, guys, is extra crunchy Skippy. And when I ate it, my brain started to feel better. I'm repeating myself because most of the ones who were here from an hour ago may have dropped off and we have new cool peeps in. When I ate this peanut butter, it made my brain feel good, as if I took some fish oil vitamins. Fish oil vitamins are supposed to be like brain food. I think it's the oil lubricating the brain. That's how I feel when I take fish oil. But I haven't had fish oil vitamins in a long time. So when I had this peanut butter, I had the same effect. Not as potent as fish oil, but still the same effect. So maybe, just maybe you're gonna be the one who saves me after all. Maybe, just maybe, if you're running low on fish oil, try some peanut butter. But I recommend it's the peanut butter that's got enough oil in it, because I switched from Jiffy peanut butter years ago because when I was getting it, the peanut butter was too dry. You know, when you go to the store and the peanut butter been sitting there for a while and you check to see the expiration and it don't expire for a good long while, that means the peanut butter just been sitting there long enough for the peanut butter to unsettle or whatever with the oil. And that's a good thing. You want to see the oil on the top. And that's the oil I think that went into my brain this morning. And so I'm no doctor, nor am I a scientist, but in the figment of my imagination, I'll be there. Aha! I'm so cool. I'm poking around right now in my YouTube studio, checking a couple of settings I need to put on here. So if you don't mind, just one moment, please. Just a second. I'm going to type something in if it will allow me. Yup, it's allowing me. I need to do this now because while I have it on in real time, it will help me with my repetition. So when I do it the next time, I'll be quicker. So I'm looking for right now. I want to look for the crunchy. Here it is. That's too much. That's too much. I'm going to type in Walmart. No. Walmart in here. Thank you guys for your patience. I'm looking around. I'm going to plus it. That's too much. Where's the $2 one? Plus, and I'm looking for one more, my cool peeps. Let me go back up. 1, 2. That is so big. I'm not putting that on there. There. And push save. That is dope. Shouts out to YouTube. How are you guys doing right now? I think I'm getting the hang of all this cool stuff. Hercules the shark was just in here. Hold on. You guys, I feel like a regular person. I know I'm a regular person, but what I mean by regular person is because I'm just showing up as myself. I'm not using any additional props or figurines or any costumes, you know? It's just me. And this is a vibe right now. I really feel Freestyle Thursdays because it helps me stay grounded into me as well. Thank you so much. I love to see consistent, cheerful people. Good morning as well. High five. Bam. High five to you. I'm looking for something. I'm going to see if it's available. Yesterday, I was looking around at vinyl records, specifically with Rihanna. And I thought it was cool because they had a double vinyl set sold at Walmart, and it was her Music of the Sun album. And I thought it was pretty, and I thought it was cool, and I thought it was neat. And the fact that they made the vinyl records yellow, or like this goldish yellow color, to match with the theme of her song Music of the Sun, that alone made me just want to buy it. Now, I really do enjoy vinyl records. I like the sound of the crackle. It's been years since I've actually put an actual record to the needle because my dad had a record player downstairs in his basement. So, of course, when he wasn't there, I would put on a couple of his, I was about to say CDs. Oh, I need to plug in my cell phone. Hold on. I think it's time to plug in my cell phone. A noise. What is it? Not a noise, but a little meter just came on. So let me see. Oops. I'm trying to plug it in. There we go. That's not bad. It's at 63%. Well, I'm still here. Something popped up on my monitor and it was like reconnecting or refresh. I thought perhaps maybe I needed to charge up my phone. But I fixed it now, my cool peeps. That's too much. I'm going to start with that one, and I'm going to put oh, that's cute. You guys, as I was saying, the Music of the Sun with Rihanna, I thought that was really cool. And it made me think about how I would listen to my dad's records when he was gone. He has this ton of records. I don't know if he's got a ton of records now. Hello, how are you doing? High five. But my dad changed a lot because after he found the Lord, I should say religion, he didn't find the Savior, he found religion. he stopped listening to all his music. But that's how I got introduced to like Kool and the Gang. I was about to say Hocus Pocus, but I wouldn't be surprised if they had a group called Hocus Pocus back then. But when I would put the needle to the vinyl, it felt like magic was happening. It felt like I was being connected to the mothership. It was like a base technology that will never get old, despite how we have MP3 players, CD players, Walkmans, how we have streaming, how we have these mini boombox speakers. It's something about the record player. And when you put the needle down on there, it's like I feel something in the record player's arm, and it's like the music is alive and it's just moving and it's ready to get out there and be explosive and share its vibes. I think we all should invest in the record player, either the old or the new. It's something about the cleanness of energy that sets the atmosphere when music is played from a record player. The next best thing is to have a CD player hooked to some real nice speakers. I mean, the speakers that are taller than yourself speakers, if you can get it, and just feel the bass. I didn't go to the club that much when I was growing up. I would have liked to because I like the music and I like the dance, but when I did go, I really enjoyed the speakers, the bass. If I could just hang around that all day, you know how cool that was? It felt great. It was like I was in the set of Jurassic Park. You remember Jurassic Park 1 when they had the dinosaur? Boom, boom. And the jelly or the jello, was it the jello was shaking? It made me feel like that. But that's that on that. Team Skippy, I'm getting ready to read the survey to see what my cool peeps have said. You guys have actually been consistent on your voting. I'm getting ready to read it out of curiosity. Which brand of peanut butter do you like? We've got Jiffy at 50%, Skippy at 26%, and quite obviously I chose Skippy. We have Peter Pan at 13%. It went up because I think the last time I read it, it was like at 9. And Nutella is at 11%. What I learned today talking with my cool peeps about Nutella is that there's a couple of kinds of Nutella peanut butter. And I was saying that because I shared a story with you guys with Nutella. How when I tried it the first time, it tasted wonderful. And then when I tried it the second and the third time, it didn't taste the same. And I was confused. One of my cool peeps told me that it's probably because there was a different kind out. Meaning that they have an Italian one and then they have the international one. The international meaning the American kind. The American kind, they said, for more or less words, has more junk in it, more ingredients in it, compared to the original kind from Italy. And I'm like, you know what? That's probably it. When I grabbed the Nutella when it first came out from the store, I didn't look. I just saw Nutella and I grabbed it. And this is before they made the chocolate Nutella. You know, the darker one. I just grabbed it off the shelf because it's Nutella. I wasn't thinking or expecting to look for different variants of it. I thought it was just one. So I'm glad I came on here and talked about that in reference to peanut butter differences. Peanut butter differences. Y'all remember Mr. Peanut Butter from BoJack Horseman? I haven't seen all the episodes of BoJack Horseman, but Mr. Peanut Butter, that dog. Did Mr. Peanut Butter from BoJack Horseman ever find love? I'm getting ready to ask AI overview, and after answering that question, I'll probably wrap this live stream up. So did Mr. Peanut Butter, Mr. Peanut Butter, Mr. P-E-A-N-U-T Butter from BoJack get married? I'm curious to see.
Yes, Mr. Peanut Butter gets married. Oh no, multiple times. Oh no, AI overview. AI overview be messy. Now, this is the type of messy I like to be. I don't want to be in the hair salon listening to other women talk about other women. And nor do I actually want to be in the hair salon listening to the stylist tell me about their problems. I don't want to tell about my problems, so I hope you don't think when I go to the salon and you guys are going around the ring of fire telling me all your business that I'm supposed to tell mine. Which is why I honestly prefer to just do my hair at home. I had one stylist who did my hair effortlessly, and his name was David Mack from Saginaw, Michigan. That was the only stylist after I grew up, meaning after I moved out of my parents' house and stopped going to the salon that they wanted me to go to. I like David Mack hairstylist. He was really cool. I didn't feel any pressure to have to talk. I didn't feel like uncomfortable because I was too quiet. I knew when he did my hair, he wasn't going to accidentally cut too much. I knew when he colored my hair, he wasn't going to make a oopsie or accidentally not give me the color I didn't want for my hair. So having said that, shout out to David Mack of Saginaw, Michigan. If you're still there, you did my hair before I had took off and left from the state with my family and I. So I hope all is well with you. Let's see here. What else do we have? So yes, my last question of the day to my knowledge is, did Mr. Peanut Butter from BoJack Horseman get married? And what I meant was, did he finally find love, period, and nothing more, nothing less? It says here, yes, Mr. Peanut Butter got married multiple times in BoJack Horseman. He has 3 ex-wives. I'm like, no, did he finally settle down? In BoJack Horseman, he has 3 ex-wives throughout the series: Katrina, actress Jessica Biel, and Diane Nugent. I like Diane and her blue hair, to whom he was married for several years. Despite these marriages, he does not find a lasting happily ever after with any of them. Dang. And that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know if Mr. Peanut Butter finally settled down. And it don't look like he did, y'all. We've got Katrina, his first wife, revealed to be his emotionally, oh my gosh, are you serious? AI overview. Katrina's first wife, revealed to be his emotionally abusive first wife. Mr. Peanut Butter, I didn't know he was in a toxic relationship like that. Jessica Biel, Mr. Peanut Butter's second wife, famous actress who was obsessed with her celebrity status. And lastly, according to AI Overview, Mr. Peanut Butter's third wife, married in season 1, 2014. Their marriage lasted roughly 4 years before they divorced. Pickles aplenty. He was encouraged to her. He was engaged to her but did not marry her, as she left him after discovering he cheated with Diane. Now, wasn't that the pug dog? Wasn't Pickles the pug dog that Mr. Peanut Butters was dating? He often repeats the same failed patterns in his relationship, moving quickly from one to the next without true recovery. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things here. My name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Born and raised in Saginaw, Michigan, not Saginaw, Texas, representing 989-48601 area code. Shout out to all the people who are there in Saginaw. How you guys doing? Hope all is well. Stay cool in that snow. Shout out most importantly to my family and the actual ones who really do care. Shouts out to the ones that are actually with me right now. I love you all so much. Thank you so much to my family for supporting me, and I'm glad I was able to support you in you guys' time of pick me up when you need encouragement and stuff like that too. I love my family so much. I enjoy YouTubing. I like that I have a regularly set schedule. I'm glad that I'm in close proximity to my family, so when they need me, I don't have to go so far. I'm right here. I'm happy for technology and the fact that we can, if we work it, can work from home and be successful. I'm thankful for all of you guys. I'm thankful that you guys are generous. and caring. And I appreciate your comments. Although some comments do get removed because they're a little too tough, I still thank you for those. This is relatively a wholesome platform, so it is what it is. It's a variety platform where I refuse to put myself in the box. And I'm quite sure all my cool peeps also try their best every day when they go to work or wherever not to put yourself in the box, because you are more than one dimensional. You have so many cool things about you that you just have to remind yourself of. And just because you come up with different characters don't mean you're crazy. Eddie Murphy came up with the clumps. Richard Pryor is the late great comedian who always pulled out different characters based on his past traumas from life, from his aunties, uncles, nieces, and nephews. And those are characters that he developed to give us what? Great entertainment. And on that note, you too can find your great sense of entertainment by thinking about what you used to do when you were younger. Those things that made you happy. Try to find those again. There's many ways to do it. There's a lot of things that you have access to in this world that are still unbelievably free. It may not be how you want it, but it's what you're gonna get. So take a look around, look at what's in front of you, see how you can maximize your possibilities and opportunities. I love you so much, everybody. You said over. They are cute. And they're cute. You know, everybody comes in all shapes and sizes. My only concern is that you just keep your health up to a healthy standard so your ticker can work. But nobody is supposed to be one dang on size. The world will be boring. So shout out to all my people who are all shapes and sizes. My name is LA like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you so much for coming in and all that jazz. I will see y'all next video. Hercules will be on tomorrow. Hercules the shark will be on tomorrow, my cool peeps, and I look forward to seeing what they have to say. But please be advised, even at, I'm a small woman, but small people can have them too. So it's about being conscious of what you're putting into your body. And even though you may be in a stressful situation, you have to do your best to initially put the effort in to lower your stress. Anybody can unfortunately catch a heart attack at any size. So yeah, Hercules will be on tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye bye.